We're going to run out of time because we need to speak Chelsea because Don's here. So I want to move on to Chelsea. Sorry, gents. I know you linked to Garnacho, which you're not happy with, but it's no win in 5, Don. And getting you on match reactions has become a bit of a myth. It's like rocking horse shit. It's hard to find. So we're going to talk to you about it now. No win in 5. Fans turning on Maresca. Making late subs. People out of position. Not making the right choices. Why do you think you're in this slump? And will it turn around this weekend against Wolves?
Bro, I honestly feel like I'm just living in deja vu right now. You know, I said this on my channel. I'm speaking about the same problem. You know, in the first half against Fulham, we could have buried that game to get all 3 points. You know, the first half against Palace, we had so many chances to finish off that game. The same thing happened again, bro, against Bournemouth, where we're flying in the first half and we don't bury our chances to kill these teams. Because like I've said to all of you lot, I've said, bro, our defense is not as bad as what people make it out to be. But our defense ain't levels. And it's the part of our team that I'm not fully convinced on. I'm more convinced in our attack. But in our last 5 games, we've had, I think, 84 shots. And we've had 4 goals from them, bro. Yeah? And our striker right now hasn't got a single goal during that period. You know what I mean? Jackson in front of goal right now has been shocking. And it's not even a situation where he's not getting good chances. He's getting some good chances to be finishing right now. All the best chances seem to be falling to him. And he keeps missing, Terry. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's a combination of you know, not being clinical in front of goal. Start of the season, I was bigging us up in terms of how clinical we were. I came on here, I told you about Jackson's conversion rate being better than Salah's. Right now, I don't think it's even in the top 5 anymore, bro. It's gone down because he's not scored in over a month now. He's not playing well. You know what I'm saying? I know he created the goal for Palmer, but end of the day, you're there to be scoring goals. That's your primary job. You know what I'm saying? To be scoring goals as a striker. He's not doing it right now. And then with the in-game management, again, Maresca leaves it a little bit too late in the second half. You know, we're struggling right now with a bit of cover for Lavia and Caicedo because we started Caicedo in the game against Bournemouth. You put him into the midfield in the second half. But again, against Bournemouth, bro, you need a little bit more still. That's where you need Caicedo and Lavia. But we'll take Lavia off because he can't play 90 minutes. I'm seeing now that he might not even be fit to play against Wolves. So that's when I look back at the summer again. Why the fuck did we loan out both Santos and Leslie? And this is something, again, that I complained about at the time. I said, bro, if you're going to loan out Santos, make sure you keep Leslie. But no, let's go bring another attacking midfielder in Dewsbury Hall. Again, in isolation, I rate Dewsbury Hall. I think it'll be a good signing for West Ham if West Ham go and sign him, right? But I said at the time, again, it wasn't necessary, yeah? We need some cover for Lavia and Caicedo. And right now, listen, these lot they've put all their hopes in Lavia staying fit. They put all their hopes in Reece James staying fit. And you can see Caicedo now is tiring, bro. You know what I mean? So it's a situation where this month you can see that we're trying to bring in a little bit more firepower in attack. Apparently we're looking at Delap heavily. You know, if we had a Delap in this team, the chances Jackson's had in the past few games, I honestly think would still be in a title race, bro, because it's a situation where we're not playing dross football at the moment. We're mainly playing in halves, like I said, in the first half. We're not playing dross football. It's just the finishes, bro. And I don't want to sound like a Michael Owen, but we all know, bro, goals change games. You know what I'm saying? We're having similar problems to Arsenal right now, where Arsenal are getting these chances and they're not finishing them to open up the game. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing that's been happening to Chelsea past few games. So it's I'm getting bored of it, Terry, because I keep telling you, next game we need to make sure we get the W. Next game we need to make sure we get the W. Now we've got Wolves on Monday. I'm not even confident that we fucking beat them as bad as they are. You know what I'm saying? So that's our problem right now, man. We're not finishing our chances, bro. Like these past 5 games, people are gonna go to Colwell, people are gonna try to go to Cucurella and that. Bro, I'm not looking at Cucurella for these losses. I'm not looking at Colwell for these losses. Gusto's been poor, yeah, like I said, but we're just not that team to be holding out for 1-0 leads. Therefore, we need to be outscoring teams, and we're not doing that right now, bro. We're really struggling in front of goal, man.
You think you need a striker this January?
Of course, we need a striker, bro. We knew this. We knew this from last season. We said we need a striker. You know what I mean? And for me right now, listen, people might not rate Gil like that because they don't know much about him, but he's the only natural striker in the team, right? What message does it show? Does it send to the team that you're constantly playing Jackson and he keeps missing chances? He keeps missing chances. You're not punishing him. It's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. Next game, I'm going to play again. And it's not a situation where he's coming off after 60 minutes, Staffy, or 70 minutes. Give the next guy 20, 30 minutes to play. Gil comes on for like 5 minutes. And then people are like, what's he supposed to do? What's he done? I'm like, bro, he's not getting enough time to do anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You know what I mean? So right now, Maresca, he takes blame. Like I said, the players take blame at the moment. And the sporting directors take blame as well. Everyone's taking blame together. Do you know what I'm saying? So we need to get out of this rut, man, because it's pissing me off. It's honestly pissing me off. We're now in the thick of things. Was 11 points ahead of Newcastle. They've caught up. They're ahead of us. You know what I mean? Man City are right behind us. Like I fucking said as well, I said by the time we play Man City, they would have made some signings, right? Got Man City a fucking day after my birthday as well, blood. Yeah, and they've signed Mamouche, whatever his name is. They've signed that young centre back. I'm seeing they're looking at another centre back from Italy. It's peak, blood. You know what I mean? I'm just annoyed right now, Chelsea. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that we're not playing over the weekend. We're playing on a Monday because I'm tired of this team for now.
You say that. I get you need a break. You say that though. If City win, you drop to 6th. If Villa were to beat Arsenal, you've got to be an Arsenal fan this weekend, because if City win and Villa win, then you guys will be sitting 7th in the league table. If Bournemouth were to beat Newcastle would obviously still be ahead of you by a point. You would drop down to, you could be as low as 8th in the league table by the time you play on Monday night. And do you worry that if you do drop to 8th and then say you draw to Wolves and you stay in 8th position, are you worried about the fans? You know, historically, there is a lack of patience at your club. Do you feel fans will start to turn them and say, hang on a minute, we're in a similar position to where Poch had us a year ago? Do you feel that kind of conversation is on its way?
Of course, man. You're going to get a lot of people trying to blame Maresca right now. And like I said, even last season, you lot can vouch, bro. I came on here on a few occasions, bro, and I defended Poch when he set the team up well, but the team aren't finishing their chances, right? Right now, Maresca is setting up the team, bro. He's setting the team up well. The other day, bro, he coached a 3-4-0 lead. You know what I'm saying? To batter Bournemouth, right? But the chances that these lot keep missing are a joke right now. But you are going to get people that are going to try blaming it on Maresca. But right now, the sporting directors are getting a lot of heat because we know we need a striker. We know this. You know what I mean? I'm praying we maybe bring in Delap this month. We'll see.
You ain't doing it, John. You ain't getting Delap this month. You forget about it.
We're pushing for it, apparently. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing we're pushing for
Garnacho above 50 million.
There you go. Garnacho's going to solve your problems.
Delap would be a very good signing for them. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
He's probably what they need right now. And for the market,
but they're not getting him, Staffy. They're just not getting him in January. Like for them to get
how much is he rumored for, Don?
I haven't seen the price, but you can probably get him for what? Maybe I'll probably say between 50 and 60.
Yeah, I think
and on top of that, we're going to sell Nkuku most likely. So you're making that back.
John, what you have to realize is for them to sell Delap, they're just confirming their relegation. So it's going to be a different price now than if you were to sign him in the summer.
But Lawless, let me say something.
I agree.
Let me say something though. You do know 50 to 60 million for a club like Ipswich, it is a lot of money. And to be fair, I do think
how much do they lose getting relegated?
I'm sorry,
from the Prem. How much are they going to lose?
No. I get you. I'm not saying take the 60 million and get relegated, but it is like you got to understand for relegation fodders to throw that much money at them for a player, that is a lot of money. And I will be honest with you, they'll probably go replace him right away. I'm not saying they'll get the lap quality, but they'll try to still stay up in the Premier League for next season and still cash on that money. If they get that 60 million and they spent like 40
there's no chance
on another striker, they would do that.
Who's going that they could get that could realistically replace his goals? That's going to go there in a relegation battle that isn't some, they have to try and
sign someone that's not in the Premier League. I'll be honest with you. I mean, they just signed what's his name, Philogene from Aston Villa. They have Calvin Phillips, and they don't have a bad team, by the way.
You're acting like it's so easy. Look how many teams try to sign strikers. You know, what I mean, I've seen my club try to sign like 50 strikers.
Yeah,
and
they'd be mad. Lawless is right. They'd be mad to do it now. They'd be mad because without him, they're not going to sign someone as good as him. They're not going to sign someone.
They lose their best player. I agree with you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I just feel.
They would, but you listen. When Chelsea come on an aggressive one, we didn't think we're going to go get Enzo Fernandez in that January.
If the player's head turns, that's the only way to do it. If the player decides, you know what, I want out, they'll do it because you never want to keep a player that doesn't want to be there. But if the player is like, no, actually, I want to stay, or I'll go if you sell me, then I think Ipswich would reject it. The player might turn his head, and if he does and says, you know what, Ipswich, thank you, but I really want to go here, I don't want to be here no more, then fair play. But if the player isn't pushing for the move, I think Ipswich, they've got a lot of ambition. There's a lot of money that's been spent at the club. They've got very wealthy owners that want to stay in the Premier League. I don't think for them, 50, 60 million pounds is a big enough incentive. Staying in the Premier League is worth 3 times as much as that, and they can't do it without the lap. So if you can convince the player to essentially put in a transfer request, bang on, you'll get him. But unless
He
you
knows
can do
he'll be
that-
able to go in the summer, though, Terry. Like he's
Yeah,
going to have
exactly.
options.
Yeah, but
galore
they don't
in
want
the
to
summer.
wait.
More
though.
options.
We don't want to wait, bro. This is urgent. Like this is
Can I ask
urgent.
investment is there, bro.
You-
I
But
agree
then
with
you
you.
won't want to wait, but you
I'm
get.
seeing Jackson
but,
drowning
so
right
if
now,
you
like-
move on, Man United could come in. Do you know what I mean? There's potential. Maybe Liverpool.
Man
ain't
United
fine.
could come
You
in.
want us to come in for another young striker? No, lawless. I don't want no more young striker at this point.
Wait,
No,
Lawless, I don't get this. What are you trying to say, that Chelsea are unattractive? Is that your point?
No, I'm not saying Chelsea's not attractive. What
Saying
I'm
you're half
saying is
competition.
the fear of missing out on Chelsea when you know you're going to have countless offers in the summer isn't enough. It's not like Chelsea are the be-all and end-all club. He knows he's going to have countless offers in the summer if he's still at Smith, which he will.
Yeah, but
So
Lawless,
many
like I
clubs
said, bro,
going to be going for him.
if you've been watching us the past few games, honestly, bro, I'm telling you, yeah, if we had a striker like a Delap that could finish their chances, we would still be in the title race.
What happened to Action Jacko?
Yeah.
Action Jacko. This is what I'm saying. You
Yeah, bro,
changed
listen,
your tune, bro.
bro, he's still Action Jacko. He is still Action Jacko.
Where's
Action
Action
Jacko
then?
needs help.
Don, you
Action
could throw
Jacko
this.
needs help.
You could throw this argument though, couldn't you? That your success rate with number 9s is so low. I mean, there is an argument to turn around to the young Delap and say, "Wait, don't jump in at Chelsea because there's a number 9 curse." That's a fair argument.
Yeah, but no, come on, Terry, man. You can't tell me there's a fucking curse when I'm seeing a man getting the ball in the box against Crystal Palace and trying to volley it as if he's got 2 left feet, bro. Yeah, you can't tell me there's a fucking curse when I'm seeing Palmer. No, let me finish, bro. You can't tell me there's a curse when I'm seeing Palmer whipping it in against Bournemouth. Yeah, he's got a whole goal to aim at. He shoots with his head straight at the keeper, and then he does some flimsy thing with his foot. Yeah, it's that man's got some moon foot. You know what I mean? The shape of a moon.
You have had this, barring a handful that have done very well, very, very well. The vast majority of your number 9 purchases in the last 20 years have not done. They've never reached the heights you expected, have they?
Yeah, I know that, but eventually you got to lift that curse. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really had a top striker since.
So there is
Costa.
a curse.
Well, yeah, no, there is a curse. Yeah, but I'm saying Delap's not going to
You
get
want to
that
curse
curse.
Delap as well? You want to curse that Delap and ruin his career?
No, look at the guys that was bringing, man. We brought in Morata. Yeah, when we know Morata misses chance after chance after chance. What that guy was good for was his heading. That's about it. Other than that,
Morata right
finishing
now,
was bad. You know what I'm saying? So like, honestly, Terry, I'm telling you, man. Like right now, I'm not panicking like a lot of these people online. The main thing that I'm concerned about is who we're gonna bring in, because when I'm watching us playing, I'm not looking at it and thinking, oh, this is terrible football. It's not like last season. It's more just we're getting in the right areas to be scoring consistently. Like Palmer and Enzo, the past few games have been let down, bro. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez right now, I should be waxing lyrical about this guy because we're winning games and he's being so influential. But we're not really talking much about him because we're not getting the results. And he's been brilliant, bro. He's been more consistent than Caicedo over this period. But you're not going to hear many people talking about it because we're not winning. You know, and this is exactly what happened when we finished 12th, Terry. I told you. That season we finished 12th, Enzo was doing his job. It's the attack. It's the likes of Havertz that kept missing. The likes of Sterling that kept missing.
He's very good. If results go right, by the way, if results from my perspective go right this weekend and you lose and the other teams win, and Man United and Arsenal might only be separated by 2 places in the league. So suddenly our squad argument becomes relevant again, doesn't it? It's a joke. It would be a madness if Man United and Chelsea over the next 2 or 3 games are only separated by a few points and a couple of places again after those mid-off debates will be back.
This is what frustrates. Don't give people false hope. Because people come and be like, "Oh, but Terry said that on
hang on, I get you, but it isn't my fault. They're not smart enough to understand a joke. Like I am not going to change who I am and not tell jokes.
It's your fault
because of the toaster people that are not trusted to make toast by themselves. I'm not worried about their opinion too much. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Staffy's
But the thing is,